What is going on, people? Welcome to the Midwest Mike Sports Show. I'm your host, Mike Klean, and I am joined here by the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Midwest Mike. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, brother? Like the hat and shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It is pretty nice, I will say. How you doing? How was the Twins game yesterday? Outcome wasn't great, but
Yeah, it was good. The weather was great. I don't know. What was it? 19 hits and almost 20 people left on base, and got runners on second and third with nobody out, and can't get them in. Just sucked, but it's baseball, man.
That's baseball. You ought to tell the story about you starting rooting for the Royals. People looking at you funny.
Oh yeah, I was wearing a Twins hat and shit, and started. What did I say? I said, hopefully Lopez blows this one like he did against the Angels. And this guy looks at me all weird. I'm like, bro, I got the over. Just turn around.
Yeah. Still winning extras. And they almost did it, man. They almost did it. They had two on there, but they just, I don't know. Weird. But nice ballpark, man. I'm still sad we didn't get to see a full game there. I had to have to make a trip back up. I will tell you this, though. I'm never driving to Minnesota ever again. I'm flying, and that is it. Never
45-minute flight, man.
Yeah, never again will I drive that. Too much. We got our boy Roger in the house. What up, Raj?
What is going on? I think I'm going up to Detroit in December. The Lions Vikings game.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. You and Roger going?
Yeah, I don't know. You have to see if you can come.
Nice, man. Yeah, I'm down.
Oh yeah,
I'm down. Just let me know when, man. That'd be a blast. So yeah, guys, if you're watching, jump in the chat. That's why we do the show. Any bankroll questions that you have for Mike, any game questions you want Mike to go over, talk about, say what's up.
It's a big slate today. There's no early games, which I like.
That is always a nice thing. That is always a nice thing.
It's a nice slate. It was last night too. I liked a lot of stuff and hit a lot of stuff, but last night was just one of those nights, man, where there's a lot of other shit that I like too. I like the Rays. I like that the Jays Orioles. Well, I posted a lean on the first 5 team total for the Orioles over 1.5 that cash, but I also like the first 5 there, the full game over. The Mariners. It just sucks, and we not even those spots that we didn't really play, but cashing the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Twins, the Braves. Cashing all these spots and then having that big of a down night just sucked. But
yeah, that's a weird one, man. When you actually have a good night of a lot of good reads and then have a down night.
One leg, man. Cubs, 2 of them, the over in another one, and then the Astros in another one. And the Cubs and Astros both sold in the bottom of the 8th. Just extremely frustrating. That Cubs game was a big swing. That was a 14-unit swing.
Yep. So. We got Justin concurring with us there.
I'm with you.
In Astros. I do have to say, from being from Chicago, I do hate seeing the Cubs in the portal. I absolutely do. I don't know if it is something about me or, I don't know, but I cannot win anything with the Cubs involved. It's really bad. Can't bet with them. Can't bet against them. Something about it. I don't know. But
White Sox too. Fuck the White Sox.
Fuck the White Sox, man.
And now they're playing together, man. The Astros and White Sox. So
I don't blame the Astros yesterday as much as I blame the fucking White Sox. I blame the White Sox more. Now all of a sudden you start fucking hitting the ball and coming together
in the bottom of the 8th.
I'm just glad I didn't.
I'm just glad I didn't post the Astros as a straight bet. So.
Dude, it wasn't. They had the game. It was theirs. It's just the White Sox. In
the bullpen. I was at the game, so I couldn't really. I wasn't watching like I normally am. But
I actually stopped watching. I stopped watching the game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we got this. This is
2-0 in the 8th. I'm like,
the
at
White
least that
Sox.
parlay is good. Hopefully the Cubs can pull it out, and they both. What the fuck, man? And then I'm watching the over in person. All these guys on base, just like
just a weird, kooky night.
Got the Braves on a 10-2 POD run, which is nice. I know we went 6-2 last week, but I looked and we cashed 3 before that, and then we cashed the Braves last night. So now on a 10-2. Out of those 12, I think 2 or 3 were POWs, plays of the week. 3 of them, I think. And then 9 PODs. So pretty much, 8-1 on PODs and 3-0 on plays of the week. Or 7-2 PODs and 3-0 plays of the week. So
yeah, hitting the big boys, and that's a positive thing. And also, it is a very positive thing to know that a lot of reads were correct. It's just the outcome didn't turn out right. But like our guy, Big Mike says, let's get that coin back. Let's bring him home.
Got to.
We oughta. Lone Star. We got Lone Star in the house. Astros first 5 should have been the pick. Easy to say now.
Yeah. I'm just not a big, as you know, I'm not a huge first 5 guy. There's a
You're
lot
profitable in them though. Why? Why don't you like them?
Probably because I'm selective on them, man. If I did them every game, I mean,
right.
They're
fun. I like them. They're quick. You know the outcome very fast. So I
but
like
usually
them.
What I do sometimes is like say I'm on the full game, and then in a parlay I'll do 1 first 5. You know what I mean? Kind of spread it out a little bit. So if the full game doesn't hit, then you got a shot on the first 5 parlay or vice versa.
Yeah. I always liked finding the spots where you like the underdog on the first 5 and you get that plus half run. I like that. I always like that angle if it's the right fit. Justin, he hopes the Blue Jays burn to the ground.
Yeah, I think the Jays, though, I think the Orioles are going to come back down to reality here in the second half. I mean, their market is at an all-time peak right now. Everyone just keeps pounding them because they keep winning, but I think they're overseeding expectations here in the second half, and they even showed that at the deadline. They sold. They got rid of Trey Mancini. They got rid of Jorge Lopez.
Right.
Which you'd think a team like that in the race, what the hell are they doing? But I think they know it. And I'm high on the Blue Jays here in the second half. I know they've been struggling here lately. They came out hot right away.
They did.
Second half, they won 5-6 in a row, whatever it was, and then. But every team's been having troubles with the Orioles lately, man. It's not just the Jays. It's just the Orioles are hot.
It's weird, man. And it's got to be a weird thing in the clubhouse, to have upstairs kind of selling and being like, hey, we're not, expecting anything this year. And then the players are producing.
I'm sure it can be motivating to them too, like,
fuck,
you guys don't think we can do it. They're selling off some guys. Fucking let's go,
Yeah. I don't know. Orioles most profitable money line team in the MLB.
I think on the run line too. Even when they lose, it's always by 1.
Yeah, isn't that the complete opposite of what it was last year?
Oh yeah, last year, dude, the Rays were like I don't even know, like 21-2 against them or whatever the hell it was.
Something like that. Yeah, it was insane. Just all run line.
This year they're almost 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a shit ton of money on the Rays versus Orioles last year. Almost every fucking game. I mean,
you had to. You had no choice.
Hit it 90%. So
you had no
the
choice.
Pitching's a lot better. They're
yeah.
They got some youngsters that are showing up here this year. Who's that one guy? Is it Rauschman, the rookie that's just been tearing the cover off the ball since he got promoted? But yeah, dude's bad. Yeah. Like 375 or some shit.
Insane, man.
Yeah.
We got Nate in the house. Dodgers plus money tonight.
I'm looking at that game. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but I don't know. I'd maybe lean more towards the total on that one, maybe towards the under, actually. The Brewers ain't hitting the ball right now. So I don't, the Dodgers got that Ryan Papoit, however you say his name, starting. He's been good, but he's not going to go deep into the game. Dodgers have one of the best bullpens. Their bullpen is lights out right now. They're shutting everybody down. Brewers ain't hitting the ball. And I don't know how. I mean, we saw a 4-0 game last night. I don't know if the Dodgers are gonna tear the cover off the ball either versus Woodruff. So,
Right.
I'd maybe lean towards the under on that one. I could see either team winning. I probably won't have like the Dodgers in a parlay or anything tonight, or probably won't touch them at all tonight. I'll probably just stay away personally. But I know there was some message about the team total and stuff, 3.5. I mean, yeah, they've covered it a lot lately. Maybe it's not a bad bet, but I don't know. I could see Milwaukee winning this one. I think there's better. It's a big card, a big slate today. I think there's better, safer plays out there today. So I'm probably gonna stay away from that one. But
I think it's tough not to touch him though. Plus money, man. You don't see it too often. You know what I mean?
For sure.
A little personal sprink potential.
But there's a lot of other good spots, and I want to fucking win, and I don't want to. Well, this should hit. If it doesn't, none of that shit. I'm gonna try to fucking everything I put out. I'm gonna love it today, and I'm gonna try to sweep the fucking board and have a big day. So I don't want any. Yeah, maybe none of that shit.
What do you think about Mr. Bueller, man? Out for the season.
Yeah, I mean it sucks, but reality was he was one of their worst pitchers this season. I mean, I know he was hurt and stuff. Who knows how long he was playing like that, but literally he was one of their worst pitchers. I mean, after a while we started going against them. We started playing the overs and stuff. The guy, they're so deep. I don't care. Even without Bueller, they're so much deeper than every other team at pitching. They have 4 or 5 guys that would be aces on 75% of the teams in the league, literally. I mean, you got Tyler Anderson, you got Gonsolin, you got Julio. Even Andrew Haney's looked really good. I mean, they're just turning these guys into studs, man. I'm sure May will be coming back eventually. You got Kershaw. I mean, and that's why I'm big on that Dodgers future. There's no team that is as consistent. You look at the Yankees; they can't hit the fucking ball right now. I know the Dodgers went through a small little rough patch, but it's nothing like the Yankees are going through. And usually the Dodgers could still hit the ball. I mean, a little bit. It actually wasn't too long ago. That was when they were playing the Giants in San Francisco. It was that series. It was a couple series that they were, not doing too good. But I think at the time, even Mookie got hurt. It was just a weird time with them. But they're just the most consistent team. They have the deepest pitching. Their bullpen's the best. Like I told you before, they're the first team since the 1942 Yankees to average over 5 runs a game and have an ERA under 3. And that year, the Yankees did go to the World Series and lost to the Cardinals. But the Dodgers are going to win it, man. And if they don't, the team that will knock them off would be the Mets. And we got a futures on them too. So to at least cover the Dodgers one and make a little bit. So confident the NL is going to win it. I'm confident one of those two teams is going to win it. There's also another. So I have a season win total posted in the portal. Let me. But there's another one that I like that I'll talk about on the show here right now.
And that's for NFL, correct?
Yeah, I have one. It's a 7-unit season win total futures posted in the portal. As far as like the futures, who's going to win the Super Bowl, I usually do those later on. I like to feel out. You might not get as good a odds value, whatever. But I like to feel it out before I throw any of that stuff out. Last year, personally, I got the Rams at the same odds in January as they were in September at like plus 700. So you can still get good odds later on. I'm not saying I'm going to wait till January to put it out, but I like to wait a little bit, feel it out, all that stuff. So kind of like I did with the NBA. I think I posted the Warriors in like November, but felt it out a month at least, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, got the Warriors last year. We got the Dodgers and Mets now. And yeah, it's plus 350, but personally, I think it's like free money. But this one I'll give you right now is on the under on the Bears, 6.5 wins. They went 6-11 last year. They certainly didn't improve. Yeah, the NFC North is probably got a little bit weaker. I mean, mainly I think I'm higher on the Vikings this year, not as high on the Packers, but I just don't see the Bears winning 7 games. It's not going to fucking happen. They got the 49ers week 1, not going to win that. Packers week 2, shouldn't win that. Let's say they win week 3, beat the Texans. There's 1. They got the Giants. We'll give them that one. Fuck it. Which you got to give them, 1 here and there. Vikings, probably not. Commanders, let's even give them that one. There's 3. Patriots, no. Cowboys, no. Dolphins, no. Lions, maybe they get 1. Falcons, Jets, Packers, Eagles, Bills, Lions, Vikings. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Even if you beat the Vikings in one of them, the Lions in one of them, and you split those, you ain't going to beat the Bills. You probably ain't going to beat the Packers. I mean, other than that, it's the Jets and the Falcons. Other than that, and I mean, the Commanders, Giants, it's still, you have to win 7 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and you can get under 6.5 right now. So you can cash it if they win 6 games again, just like they did last year, which I think they're going to be a little worse this year. So, yeah, and the Giants game is in New York, so it's going to be a tough one. But let's say they beat the Texans, maybe the Commanders, the Lions once, maybe the Falcons or the Jets. I don't see them winning both. I mean, I keep getting to 5 wins. I can't get them any higher than that. So
yeah, I love it.
I like that a lot. Depending on what your book's at, try to get 6.5. And I think the 6.5 is a little bit juiced, but even if you have to play 6, I'd still play it at 6 because, even if it lands on 6, you push. But I don't see him winning over 5 games. So that's why I like it a lot, because you even got a game to kind of play with there. So you got to assume that stupid upset's going to happen here and there, but they're going to be the worst team in the division by far.
I agree.
I like the Lions, their team total over, and I like the Bears under. So
love it. I love it, man. I'm big on the Vikings as well, man. I think the Lions, I thought we saw some decent games out of them. I think they're going to be decent. And I do think the Packers regressed a little bit, but you never know. I mean, we've kind of been saying that for a couple of years here, but they just keep winning. So I don't know. But I love it, man. Anytime I get to fade the Bears, I'm a happy camper.
You got to assume Aaron Rodgers stays healthy all season. But
you never know.
Anything can happen. So
anything can happen.
They don't have Devontae Adams anymore. They got a good defense.
They do.
Yeah, I'm going to the week 1 Packers-Vikings game in Minnesota, the season opener.
There you go.
Can't wait.
So, that's going to be fun, dude. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Vikings are going to be good this year, man. I like them. Yeah. I like them a lot. Lone Star throwing in here. You picked the Rams last year. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Imagine parlaying all those. You see those wacky futures that people have?
I had the Titans. I remember that Titans-Bengals game. I don't know if you guys remember that game, but had a big futures on the Titans too. And that interception by Tannehill at the end, that's how and I don't think the Bengals are going to be what they were last year either. I'm low on them this year. And I'm low on your Bucks. I'm sorry, but I don't see what's they're 11.5, I think. I
don't know if they make 11.5. Tom Brady on season win totals is well over like 60%. I think it's lined pretty high considering their schedule. it's hard for me to bet against them, so I'm not probably going to touch it. I did hit it last year, personally. But, I mean, dude, I think Julio, as long as he can stay healthy, he's going to replace Gronk in the red zone. Lenny's going to get back into shape. Their offensive line is a big fucking concern, though. Massive concern, considering that their center is out now for, we don't really know how long. And they lost, was it Marpet, I think, to retirement?
Okay.
I believe. So they lost one of their big guys to retirement. I think they got Shaq Mason over there now, expatriate. So Tom's familiar with him. But I think that defense last year, man, was really, really hurt for a lot of the year. And they could never just find their mojo. And I think that defense, if they can step up, there's no way that Bucs offense doesn't do a bunch, man. I mean, Godwin's going to come back. Evans, if he can stay healthy, which he has been as of late, his workload's not that crazy. I mean, they got Rudolph now. They're going to have to manufacture Gronk somewhere, but dude, they're so high-powered, man. How do you think they're not going to be good?
Well, if you look at their schedule, I don't see them winning 12 games.
No, I will agree with that.
I think, what is he, 46 years old now?
45.
Asking him staying healthy, I mean, another year.
TB12 method, baby.
Man, it's a lot to ask. We'll see.
I'm 27 and he looks better than me. How is that possible?
Yeah.
He's 45.
Yeah.
The guy's a stud. Yeah. There's no way. Don't disrespect them. I agree, but they're going to be good. They're going to be good, and they're going to make a run. There's no way that Tom came back not to make a run. There's no way. There's no way.
Well, of course he's back to make a run. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
You think Tom Brady's not going to make the playoffs?
Let's look at their schedule. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think it's going to go well under 11.5. I'm not high on them at all. Maybe 9 wins.
I think they get 10. I think they get 10.
Okay, you got the Cowboys in Dallas week 1.
Win.
That's iffy. That's iffy, bro. That's iffy.
Come on.
When's Brady joining the team again? A week before the season starts? He's out on personal leave all month. Fuck.
He's fine.
Then you got the Saints.
Win.
The Packers.
Win.
The Chiefs.
Win.
Okay. The Falcons, that's a definite win.
Okay.
I'm going to say the first 4 are iffy. Let's say they get 2 of them.
Okay.
There's no way they're going to beat the Packers, the Chiefs, the Saints, and the Cowboys and sweep them. No fucking way. Not a fucking chance.
I think they might lose to the Saints again.
Yeah.
Can't beat them.
But, okay, so you got the Falcons for sure. Let's say we can come back to those first 4, but let's say you get 2 of those. So you're at 3. You got 2. You're going to beat the Falcons. Let's say you beat the Steelers on the road, which those games can be weird. Let's say you beat the Panthers on the road. You got the Ravens, who I'm high on this year. The Rams. Okay, so let's say they lose the Ravens. What about the Rams game?
They'll lose the Rams.
Okay, Seahawks, they should win that.
They'll win.
Yeah, so that's 6. The Browns, say 7. Saints again.
They'll split the Saints. They'll split the Saints. There's no way they're going 0-2 against the Saints again.
I already gave them 1.
Oh, at the top, okay, they'll lose.
Yeah. The Niners in San Fran.
They'll 100%. If they're healthy at that point, they're winning the game.
December 11th. It's a big ass. The Bengals, the Cardinals, and then Panthers and Falcons. I don't see 12 wins there, bro. So let's say they beat the Panthers, the Falcons. They win one of the Saints, the Browns, the Seahawks, the Panthers, the Steelers, the Falcons. And then we're back to those top 4. We're at 8. You'd have to win all 4 of those other ones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. It's a tough ask. It's an extremely tough act. And the last time I checked, the unders
set at 11.5. It should be.
Is the unders juiced?
It'll probably move. should move to 10.5 before the season starts, I would think.
I think they get 10. I really, really do. It's why I haven't touched it yet. I just haven't touched. I can't do it.
I'd pound the under. Once you,
if I was not
you,
such a Tom Brady fan, absolutely.
Take this out of it. Take this out of it. Take the heart out of it, and use your head for a second. Under, man, all day.
I'm gonna go Skip Bayless on you. There's one man I don't bet against. Thomas Brady.
Oh man,
Patrick, I think his middle name is Thomas Patrick Brady Jr. I think that's what he says.
I don't see it.
Yeah, dude. I don't see it either. I'll agree with you. It is going to be tough, but I kind of do like since we're on Tom here, I kind of like his passing touchdowns. It's 36.5 though. I'm
not touching that.
Yeah, it's a little prop for the people, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. He's been asked to do so much in that offense the last 2 years. And it's lined accordingly if you really look at his numbers, like, career-wise. But he's been asked to do so much in this Bucs offense compared to his days in New England that with all that offensive power, man, I find it very hard for him not to.
And you just talked about their offensive line.
Yeah.
That's big.
It is big. But I think, come on, man. I think with that offense, it's hard not to touch 40 TDs again. It's hard. With the extra game, too?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't have an opinion on that. I'm just talking about their season wins, and I do not see them winning 12 games. Absolutely not. I love that. I love the Bears under. Kind of like the Packers under. I like the Lions over, and then I got that 7-unit posted. So the AFC West is, who knows? Any one of those teams could win the division.
Yeah. It's going to be tough.
It's going
to be really, really tough. Our guy Jaden, Brady going back into retirement. What source did you hear that one from, Jaden?
Oh, what about the one above it?
Yeah, it's a good one.
25, which is 1 unit for me. Oh, gotcha. I mean, all the ones that are about a unit, I'd play. I'd definitely play the parlays of the day. Those are, I know we haven't hit any in the last few days, but a few days ago, they're up over 50 units on parlays of the day. So they've been very, 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 very profitable. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know what state you live in, if you can get another book. Like I have a book just for parlays. So
I would advise that.
Have an extra book, that you can do whatever you need to do on. That's personally what I would try to do, is find another book. If you can't, then I definitely do the parlays of the day.
He's in Texas.
And odds are if I don't even know. Is it legal in Texas? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. I know there's a couple states that still aren't with us here, but
typically when I'm putting 1 unit plus though on a parlay, I like it quite a bit, so I'd play it. But
yeah, I would just advise try to find another book to be able to do lower units, because I know I personally had that problem when I was smaller units as well. When you got those minimums on those books, what are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Reach out to your book and see if you can reduce it. Say, hey, I like doing some parlays too, but I don't feel like putting $25 on them. Is there any way you can reduce it to $10 minimum for just parlays or something? It might do it.
Yep.
If you tell them you're doing parlays, they should want it. So
they should. And if you've always paid on time, leverage that. That. Say, hey, I've been good to you.
Or just deposit. If you know how to do Bitcoin, go to heritagesports.eu, deposit Bitcoin, and you can get paid out in Bitcoin 7 days a week. That's the book that I use for my parlays. So it's a great book. Payout 7 days a week, like clockwork, nothing to worry about. So, and they give you free deposits. You get your 8th deposit free. So you actually get and you get cash back on your bets, bunch of shit. So,
do you invest in Bitcoin anything other than transactional? It's low right now, man.
No, I just
No.
use it to deposit and get paid.
Yeah.
I launch it right away.
Yeah. I get you.
There's a couple times I've hung on to it. One time I got burned. There's one time though I even got it was because their withdrawals, you can do $5,000 a day during the week every day, and then $2,000 on the weekends every day. So I'd gotten $5,000 and I just didn't check it for like a day or two, and it was almost $7,000. I was like, oh sweet, made an extra $2,000 on the money in 48 hours. So
yeah. Dude, I'll be honest with you. This is just throwing in a little investing here. If it goes lower than like 20, sorry, my dog is crying. If it goes lower than $20 or 20,000, I gotta invest. I have to invest. But
really, I haven't studied Bitcoin, or I don't know.
it's at a real low right now.
I just remember this shows you how long I've been with this book. I did a payout before and I got like 5 Bitcoin. And at the time it was, I don't even know, $1,000 or something, you know what I mean? And I got 5 Bitcoin, and imagine had I had that when it reached 100,000 of Bitcoin, you know what I mean?
Dude, insane. Absolutely insane. Let's see here. Most regular season win, any team.
I don't think so.
I don't think anybody's that high. If it's 14 and a half, that's going to be plus money. Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Okay, Mike, what about the slate tonight? You got any free play for anybody in here or anything yet?
I don't have any official plays yet, nothing like that. I will have a free play though today, but I don't want to just give something out right now and then, we want to hit it. So I'm going to get to work here after the show, and then just like normal, send it over to you. We'll get it posted, and
beautiful.
Yeah. I like the slate a lot though. There's a couple totals looking at, couple sides. I do think it should be a good parlay day too. It's a big slate, and there's no early games, so we got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And real quick here, if anybody wants to throw in any more comments, please do so before we sign off here. But how's the mental going into after a couple losing days?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, I mean, Sunday just sucked. There's no way around that. Sunday just sucked, which sucks because we had 4 straight winning weeks in a row. We're down 6.55 units or something heading into Sunday. So I was hoping to have a plus day Sunday so we could say we made it 5 straight weeks in the green. Didn't happen. Yesterday, I wouldn't say I was way off on shit. We lost. Cubs was a 14 unit swing. It's the difference between being down 12 and up 2. We would have cashed 2 parlays. The straight bet was literally a 14 unit swing. Lost it in the bottom of the 8th. The Astros, we didn't have as a straight bet, but cost us a parlay. That also lost in the bottom of the 8th. The Twins, there was damn near 20 hits and 20 left on base. There was 6 runs. You literally have innings where there's runners on second and third, no outs, and they don't score. Yeah. It was just one of those days, just frustrating, especially when you lose 4 out of 5 parlays by 1 leg and 3 different games. It's not like one game fucked them all. Cubs screwed up 2, the Astros screwed up 1, the Twins over screwed up 1, and then that Twins over one was the one that I didn't have the Twins money line, the one I actually put the over in. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it just pairing shit up. Bad luck. But
one of those days, man. But I want to ask, because I want people to see it's day by day, everybody, and we don't want anybody like Lone Star saying this.
No, man,
hang in there.
And the best thing is literally the last 4 weeks, not last week, but pretty much every week before that, the 4 weeks before that on this run here, we've had 20 plus unit days. So literally, I can have a 125 unit day and pretty much the last 2 days get everything back. So,
yup. Exactly, sir. Right here, Ryan
but yeah,
Shan.
my book is weird. Team total alternate run lines capped at, what can I do in a regular line? Capped at what? 1 out of 5?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
What do you mean capped at 1/5 or 1 out of 5 or first 5?
I'm not sure. Yeah, Ryan, throw that in here if you're still with us here, so we can kind of answer that before we sign off here. But
And Justin, yes, let's get the money back. Some gross beef.
yes,
Part of the game. It happens. But like I say, just be consistent. So you're there for the big bounce back day. Hopefully that's today. Obviously, that's what I'm going to work on here now, is trying to make that happen.
Yep.
And you never know. We could, it's weird. The 1 week we had 2 winning days, 5 down days, and we finished up over 10 units, 14 units or something like that. And then we've had weeks where you finish in the green 5 out of 7 days and end up about the same. So you can't look at it as, oh my God, we've lost 2 straight days. Frankly, I don't give a shit if I only have 1 winning day this week. If I have 1 winning day and 6 down days and I finish up 20 units this week, that's a success. I'm fine with 6 down days and 1 winning day if I'm up 20 units this week. Obviously, that's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's the way you got to look at it. You can't look at it by the day. We look at it by the weeks. We had 4 straight winning weeks, up a shit ton of units. Last week finished down, I think 22 units or whatever. Yeah, last week was an L. We lost last week. But we won a lot, since this run started the 4 previous weeks before that. So, and yeah, may see me doing a little bit more though on the PODs. The PODs, like I said, POWs are hot as hell. I was just talking with Mike last night. I was like, imagine putting 10 units on the last 12 PODs. You would have had 100 units, and then on those 2 losses, say you lose 25, we'd be up 75 units on fucking just PODs in the last 11 days, because one day I did 2 of them. That's nuts.
Mathematically, it's insane when you talk like that, man. It's wild.
I'm not saying 10 units, but maybe a little more than 3, a 4 or 5 or something. So,
yep. Ryan's saying he can do basically 1/5 of what he can normally do on those bets. So
again, try to have multiple books. Yeah, gotta have multiple books, man. Sometimes for weird stuff like that.
Yeah, it's sadly the only answer unless you got a good relationship with your book and they can switch it for you. But
yeah,
it's really it. Big Mike, let's have a week. Let's fucking do
sir.
it, my man. Let's do it.
Sir.
And then Jovan in here.
Oh,
gonna have
for
some
sure, dude. For sure.
This man can't wait for the combos.
I got excited doing a baseball with a preseason football game in the parlay. That was fucking. I'm ready. One thing you will see though in football season is I do teasers too. So I do straight bets. On a Sunday I might have 3, 4 NFL straight bets, and then sometimes a couple teasers, or maybe 2 to 3 straight bets and a couple teasers, something like that. I don't remember the exact record, but I was like on a 21-4 start to the season on same game teasers on just primetime games. I do them on Sundays and stuff too, but this streak that I was on was just primetime games.
Yeah.
And it was literally something like 21-4. So if you don't know what a teaser is, 7-point teaser, same game. So you tease the side and the total, and the odds are like -125, -130. So it's kind of same odds as doing a -125, -130 straight bet. But say the Bucks are favored by 7 and the total's 49. For example, say you like the underdog, you could tease it up to plus 14. And then say you like the over, you could tease it to over 42 or under 56 if the total's 49. Or say you like that 7-point favorite, but you don't like the spread, you can tease it down to a pick 'em, and then also tease it with the over 42 or under 56. So do a lot of those. We had a lot of success at it. Made a lot of money at the beginning of the season last season off those. So look out for those too. I love doing those.
Those are fun, man.
There's some games that'll have a strong feeling on the side and total, so I'll just do a big teaser and play both sides. But
right,
you'll see.
You had a ton of those
starts.
Prime time. You love those bigger teasers on the prime time games.
Everyone's watching the prime time games, and we were hitting them, fucking like 21-5. So
insane. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those, man. And 2-teamer NFL as well. Yeah.
The streak that I'm talking about was just on the primetime games side and total on these primetime games. But yeah, do them on Sundays and stuff too. Even do some. I mean, you can get, I think, a 3-teamer, if I remember right. I haven't done them since football season. Is like plus 150, if I'm not mistaken. A 3-team teaser like that too. So
something like that.
You can do 3 teams and get some plus money too, which is nice.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for some of our clients that only do like the fall sports and stuff like that, for them to hop back on and have them in the show here, and it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait for all the sports to come back. I told you last night I'm a little tired of the diamond.
Yeah,
it's a long summer.
It is. I love baseball, but
well, you should.
Yeah.
Top sport for you, man. But
yeah,
for a viewer, it's a lot more fun when you got 3 screens going. You got the NBA, NHL, football up there. Oh God, that gets me going. Hunter, let's bounce back today, boys.
Bounce back. Lone Star, you might have lost your mortgage payment last week, but tell me what you made the 4 weeks before that. Did you pay the mortgage for the rest of the year, or what?
Well, see, what he's saying is he bought the new house and now he can't make the mortgage. Oh man.
Let's bounce back.
Yes. So you're not going to be living in a shed somewhere, buddy.
Yeah. No. None of that shit.
That pretty much concludes today's show. Mike, you got any closing notes?
No, I just see this comment. Will baseball get harder when September call-ups and eliminated teams tanking? No. I like the playoffs. We started out last year, if I remember right, we started out the playoffs very, very well and then fizzled at the end. I think it was maybe the Giants-Dodgers series? And then there was one other one. I think it was the Tampa-Boston series. There's this couple series that just didn't read right or whatever, but and more so, I mean, I was high. I think was it the Dodgers, and then the Braves beat them or something. Yeah, that was last year. But no, you'll see. Playoffs will be good. I promise you that. No, I just signed up. All I can say, Lone Star, is be consistent, because if you're on the 4 weeks before that, literally in the last 30 days, you'd still be up almost 45 units or something like that. So literally, even after last week, even after yesterday, whatever, we've been on a good run, and we'll continue to be.
Yes,
Hunter, it's a bigger slate today. Yesterday, I tried to limit it to 4 games. I did. Luckily, I didn't post Astros too, but there was other stuff like we talked about at the beginning of the show yesterday. I liked a lot of stuff. I liked the Rays. I liked the I gave out the Orioles first 5-team total, but I also like the first 5 over the full game over the Mariners. Yesterday was just a weird day, and we lost 4 parlays by 1 leg. Lost, the Cubs was a 14-unit swing. Lost that in the bottom of the 8th. Just a weird, frustrating day. I was at the Twins game, seeing all those runners on base, all those hits, and not getting more than 6 runs was a joke. It's just one of those days that happens. But I like the slate a lot today. There's a lot of stuff to work through. There's probably, I'll tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's probably like 7 spots that I like that I got to work through, and I'll probably have 4 or 5. Well, I'll probably have 5 plays today. So there's a couple that I got to eliminate. Today you'll probably also see a 2-teamer, money line parlay, and then the normal parlays and stuff too. But we'll be at the plate, and we got the swing away sign today, so we'll be swinging.
Beautiful. I love it, man. And you know what? I told you this. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but kind of having a couple down days here, but having a good amount of reads right, like yesterday, kind of reminds me of right before that big run happened. It was kind of a little lull, and then pow,
and then boom. Well, and then like the parlays are, you don't have 20, 25 unit days by going 3-0 on 3-unit plays. You hit those and you hit the parlays. That's how you have those big days. And that's why I'm not concerned about the last 2 days, because I know everything that we lost in the last 2 days, I can make up in one day, one big day. Boom. And it's just a matter of shit coming together. Like last night, had the Cubs won and that over hit, we would have hit 3 out of 5 parlays, would have went 3-1 on straights, and it would have been a really good night. You know what I mean? It would have been a huge night. And I didn't get to see any of the Cubs games, so I can't speak on that game, but I know they're up 3-0 to start. It was tied, and then they sold in the bottom of the 8th. I was at the Twins game. The over, in my opinion, more times probably often hits when there's almost 19 base hits and almost 20 left on base. I mean, to only have 6 runs, you got runners on second and third, nobody out, and they don't score. That's not multiple times. It's not normal shit. So it's just some bad breaks, but I do it over.
And you know what, man? When you guys look at the recaps, because we do put them everywhere. I know everybody does see them. Some people still think that we don't, but we do put them everywhere. When you really look at it, I mean, even going 0 for 5 on parlays, right? The record don't look pretty, but I mean, it really was only like -3 in some units. So it's really not that much to risk so much to
those are low risk.
Those 20-unit days. You know what I mean?
Literally, you can lose all 5 parlays, and it's the same as losing 1 3-unit play. You know what I mean?
Legit. Exactly.
And we hit those things. So my whole thinking on the parlays, in case you are new, it's good you brought that up. We really only need to hit 1 most days to break even make a little bit by just hitting 1. When you hit 2 or 3 plus, now you're starting to profit minimum 3 units on parlays. You know what I mean? Like you've seen those 2 and 4 parlay days plus 3.5 units. Or you've seen the big days when we make 20, 25 units and it's 3-1 straights, 4-1 parlays plus 22 units. That's how you have those big days. And it's just the parlays, it's just pairing the right shit together. That's all it is. Yesterday lost 4 parlays by 1 leg, and it was 3 different games. So we got fucked on the Astros, we got fucked on the over, we got fucked on the Cubs. All that shit had to happen for us not to hit 1 parlay. So it's just
100%, man. 100%.
So the thinking is to do all the parlays, and the parlays of the day, I haven't checked it in like the last week, but I know a week ago we were up over 50 units, guys, on the parlays of the day. And I'm not talking, I'm talking 3 and 14 parlays being up 50 units. There's not a lot of people that can say they're up 50 units on 3 and 14 parlays. So
absolutely, man. And that system with it being such low risk, is why they have been so profitable, because, you can lose a couple days worth and hit one and you're right back to, being plus on them. So it's really been good. And I think people who have been with you for a while will even contest to that the parlays, the system that you're now doing, has been working really, really well. So, I do always tell people that, like in DMs or whatever, like, hey, I don't really want to do a bunch of parlays. I say, well, at least do the parlays of the day, because those have been so profitable. I can understand some people with smaller bankrolls if they don't want to do all 5 parlays, but at least the 1 or 2 parlays a day, I do highly recommend that you throw it in there, because when those straights are falling, the parlays are falling. And that's
and
when
then you have the big days.
The big days. Exactly.
And we've had it where we go 2 and 2 on straights, but we hit a parlay or 2 and you break even on straights, but make 5 units on parlays. And now you're up 5 units on the day because of the parlays.
Yep.
So
the parlays have not been detrimental at all for you to not tail them if you have the bankroll to do it. So that's basically where you're at there. But Soccer 17.
Soccer 17. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Minnesota. So I have a couple books, and then I use heritagesports.eu, similar to a Bovada type thing. That's what I use just for my parlays. So
there you go. So that concludes today's show. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys make the show what it is. As always, invest wisely and let's live